Greetings. Thanks for checking out Unforgettable Creole, where we teach you Creole in such a way that you pick it up quickly and you never forget it. This is the first in a series of videos I've prepared to help you learn Creole. English and Creole have a lot of words in common. I apologize, we have not taken advantage of the similarities between the two languages up to now. It's never too late to do the right thing. Starting today, we're going to fix this once and for all. To the left of the screen are English words, words that you're very familiar with, I have no doubt. It just so happens that they are also Creole words, exact same spelling, but the meaning and pronunciation are different. To the right of the screen are words where the spelling is slightly different between the two languages. The spelling may be off by one letter, or there may be a space or an accent in Creole but not in English. These words are not quite English, entirely English, but they kind of look like English as illustrated here. These are English words, so you already know how to read and write them. All that's left is for you to learn to pronounce them differently and to remember their meaning. And that's what I'm going to help you with. Surprisingly, it's going to be easier for you to read and write English than it will be to speak at the beginning. Of course, reading will come easier after you can read and write. As far as pronunciation of these words are concerned, we have that covered in a later video on phonetics. In fact, we have a video on every word type that makes up a sentence. I suggest you check out the one on the verbs first, and then phonetics, pronouns, and articles will be next. The verbs are the most natural way to start speaking complete sentences right away. In fact, after each video, you'll have a chance to practice complete simple sentences, sentences that you will remember because we're going to be using words, these words that I talked about earlier, words that you are already familiar with. This is just a sample of those words. There is a large number of them, very many words. So by taking advantage of these words that you know, it will be quite easy, I believe, for you to start reading and writing right away and then later to learn to speak. As for the meaning of the words, I have a method that I came up with when I was in middle school getting started with English and Spanish that I'm going to share with you, and it will be beneficial for you to use that method. In fact, you can use it not just for Creole, but any other language that you're interested in learning. I didn't come up with it, it just came to me, and I've been using it to this day, and it's been very effective for me. I'm sure it's going to help you as well. Whenever I meet someone who speaks a language that I'm not familiar with, I always ask him to teach me a few words, at least good morning and thank you. What I do is I repeat the word or expression I'm learning a couple of times to get their approval that I'm saying it properly. While repeating it, I think of a word in Creole that has no connection to it but sounds similar. And by making that association, I am guaranteed to remember it. I'm guaranteed to remember it forever. And that's the method that I'm going to advocate throughout my videos. This may not make a lot of sense to you right now, but in each of the later videos on the word types, we're gonna have examples to illustrate the point that I'm trying to make here. All our videos are gonna have the same format that you see here. So we've come up with a legend to make sure you understand exactly what you're dealing with. Words that are spelled the same in both languages are gonna be color coded in red. Some words have two meanings. The second meaning is gonna be in this lime green. Creole pronunciation will be teal. English translation magenta. And words where the spelling is slightly different between the two languages are gonna be yellow. As mentioned earlier, we're gonna have sentences for you to go over after each lesson. Some are very simple and we'll work our way up to more complicated lessons later. Also, at the end of every video, you're gonna be able to go up to my blog at haiti2030.org and download or print out a PDF of what we covered in the lesson. They're all gonna be posted on the blog after each lesson, after I post the videos. Later in the video about the verbs and others, we're gonna go into more detail about these words that we saw at the beginning of the video, these words here. So this concludes the first video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or suggestions for improvement, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Please add some comments. Also, do not forget to share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your interest in my mother tongue. See ya.